Check it out. Swiveling seats. This is the new Hyundai Ioniq 9, and it could re-energize the very idea of family journeys. But it won't come cheap, not by a long shot. It's expected to be priced within striking distance of high-end British metal. We're talking Range Rovers. But here's 5 things you need to know about the Ioniq 9. The modular interior is epic. Check this out. It's absolutely filth. So you can spin these middle chairs all the way around. You've got a bit of a lounge room feel. And I remember reading about EVs back in the 1990s. You get rid of the combustion engine up front, you get rid of the transmission tunnel, and you can have this lounge room-like experience inside. And we're finally starting to see this. It is very, very cool. This is the 6-seat version with the 2 captain's chairs, and it's super modular. You can slide forward and back. You've got armrests. Some models even have fully reclining rear seats and front seats with massage functions. This one is under consideration for Australia. We're definitely getting the 7-seat model, 1, 2, 3 fixed bench with 2 seats in the back. But the way you feel in this interior with the really high roof, the glass panoramic roof, and the way you can sort of walk straight back here into the rear seat, and you've just got lots and lots of room. It really does feel quite open and spacious. I like it. There's tons of doodads in the back as well, which is going to make everyone feel pretty comfortable. So twin cup holders here, you've got bottle holders in the door, window shades, plus dual zone climate control back here with heated and cooled seats for the captain's chairs. Check this out. Storage drawer down here, plus the central box opens as well. And one of my favorite things are these USB-C ports. They are 100 watt, which means you can even charge your laptop from these bad boys. Okay, 3rd row room is not too bad. Hyundai's propaganda says it's superior, and I'm not sure I'd go that far because I've still had to move this seat forward to get reasonable leg room for my height, about 6 foot, 183 centimeters. But look, it's comfy like the rest of the car. The leather's really nice. And because this vehicle is on one of the biggest wheelbases ever fitted to a Hyundai, you do get reasonable room back here, and headroom is very good too. And I've got lots of amenity. I've got the air vents, I've got cup holders, USB ports. It's well equipped, if nothing else. Next up is exterior design, and this new ethos has been called aerosthetic, which is blending the words aerodynamic and aesthetic. And in my view, this is a good looking machine. For something that's more than 5 meters long, it doesn't look too ungainly. And if you look at its sister brand Kia's new Ute, the Tasman, that is an example of where the Koreans got the design wrong. This one, I think they got it right. These small cuboid pixel headlights and daytime running lights are flush fitted into the front of the car, and they look really good. And the same goes for the rear end. But it's also got an interesting boat tail, almost pinched look to it, and that helps aerodynamics. Speaking of which, this vehicle has been designed to be super slippery. It cuts through the air really, really well. And underneath, there's a fully flat underbody panel. If you check out this model, it's also got these little mirrors here that are actually not mirrors, they're cameras. There's no aerial on the roof. Everything about this car has been designed to make it aerodynamic, which basically makes it quieter and will also increase battery cruising range. How much? Well, it ain't gonna be cheap. We're thinking at least $100,000, probably rising to $150,000. Hyundai hasn't officially told us the price, but you will get a lot for your money, starting with 2 large 12-inch screens. You've got a head-up display, plus you've got touch-sensitive buttons down here. I love that. And like the Santa Fe, there's even a little UV blaster down here, so you can put your face mask or your wallet or your phone in there and essentially, hopefully, kill all the germs on it. That's the idea. And then you've got this really cool central island that you can actually move forwards and backwards. It's got the double opening center bin. Absolutely love that. Twin cup holders. The control layout is quite sensible as well. I like what they've done here. It's not absolutely teeming with buttons and dials. It's fairly sensibly laid out. And there's heaps of storage as well. There's lots of little nooks and crannies. You know, when you have a bit of a rummage around, there's a few surprises and delights here as well. I like what they've done. All models come with a massive lithium-ion battery as well, bigger than that in the EV9 from Kia. And there we go, finally opened. And this is good for around 620 kilometers. And this big battery is essentially like having a dual tank in your Toyota Prado. It means you can travel further. And that 600 plus Ks is pretty impressive given this thing is probably about the same weight as a minke whale. It's very, very heavy. Now, it's also been future-proof because it's got a 350 kilowatt electrical architecture, which means you should be able to charge this on a 350 kilowatt ultra-fast charger from 10 to 80% in about 25 minutes. That's pretty quick. Now, that charging time is impressive, but honestly, as someone who's tested and lived with a lot of EVs, the charging times aren't that super important to me because I'm generally topping it up overnight at home. And yeah, if I go for a longer journey, chuck it on an ultra fast charger. But yeah, overall, I think for each individual, it will depend on their lifestyle, where they live, whether they've got off-street parking as to how they're going to charge their EV. There's a lot to unpack here, including the car's pace, 0 to 100 in 5.2 seconds. Not bad for a big bus. It's also got extreme levels of safety, many of which are aimed at reducing battery-related injuries to allay fears about battery fires and that sort of thing. So that is the Hyundai Ioniq 9 in a nutshell. It's a really innovative SUV, and we're very much looking forward to spending more time with this vehicle and seeing how it drives. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. What do you think of this new vehicle, especially in terms of the design? Thanks for watching, and see you next time.